In Book 3 of The Republic, Socrates continues directly on the discussion of education for the guardians in the ideal state. He emphasizes two dangers: poetry that dramatizes lamentation or the fear of death, and poetry that prompts or inspires unseemly laughter or merriment. Socrates gives examples of some traditional tales figures being false and encouraging moral laxity. Socrates next proceeds to poetic narrative styles. Homer proceeds, according to Socrates, by way of mimesis, or imitation, which holds substantial dangers for the guardians of the ideal state, since the guardians should be concerned only with virtue and the good. Finally, Socrates urges his listeners to challenge and test the guardians regularly. They should be constantly monitored. Furthermore, they and the other citizens of the ideal state should be subjected to a benevolent myth about their origins and parentage intended to make them care profoundly for the welfare of their state. To understand the energy of Plato's attack on poetry, readers need to visualize the seriousness and reverence with which the poets, beginning with Homer, were regarded in ancient Greece. Poetry codified an enormous range of normative social behavior. Homer, in particular, was regarded similarly to how those in the Judeo-Christian tradition might regard the Bible. For modern readers, it may be relevant here to add that there are numerous differences between Athenian and modern American democracy. Athens functioned as a direct democracy rather than a republic. Many public offices were filled by lot as opposed to election. Women and slaves were excluded from public life. A majority vote in the assembly could exile controversial citizens for a period of 10 years, and the final years of the century were marked by several violent changes in government. So Plato's censorship and modern-day censorship might well be regarded as apples and oranges. Nevertheless, Plato's banishment of most poetry or literature from the ideal state is still regarded as a highly problematic strand in the Republic.